Happy Friday, everyone, and yeah, you better believe it. There we go. Rocking the Hawaiian shirt. I hope you guys are rocking yours too. Not very Hawaiian weather here. We do have a snowstorm going on, and it's like 1 degree in Calgary, but it's spring. We can live with it. We know it's going to get better. So we had another really fun week. You guys, with your feedback and your questions and everything else, just incredible. And there's something really exciting I want to show you guys. So if you remember back to Tuesday when we started the seeds, look at that. We got a sunflower that popped up already. And do you know how we did it? With water and warmth. This was on a heat mat, there was no light, wasn't next to a window or anything. And just something fun, you can see still attached, even though it's popped up and germinated, you can see the seed coat is still on. Now what the purpose of that is, the seed coat is still protecting those tender cotyledons. So eventually those cotyledons will be strong enough, they're gonna split that, boom, away it goes. So there you have it. There you have it. So I was excited when I saw that this morning. That's a 3-day germination, so you guys can do it too. Again, a huge thank you. We got an amazing message this week from one of our fans, my buddy by the name of Carter. His mom and dad sent us in a picture of Carter, and Carter was saying, "June, good morning, Carter." Carter was growing an avocado seed, and it inspired me. So Carter, you're not alone, buddy. You inspired me to grow an avocado seed with you. Little tip for you, you've got the water, I'm sure. Make sure it's warm. Remember, water and warmth. This is a seed. Again, remember when we talked about seeds being different sizes? That's a big one. That one's for Carter. Cheers to you, Carter. So, we got a question yesterday, and it was, where was my Thursday shirt? So, just so you know, Thursday is like my 4th favorite day of the week. I'd rather have a Monday shirt than a Thursday shirt, so I don't have a Thursday shirt. So I hope that clears it up, Maiko. And then Joey asked us, do we germinate basil, or do we direct sow? I'm going to tell you, I germinate. When I grow basil, I germinate it using the Ziploc bag method. It can be so tricky. I germinate it and then I lift it straight into a prepared pot, heat mat, gentle spraying with the spray bottle, or even water from underneath if I can. It can be so tricky. So that's how I take care of basil. But I do also know people who direct sow it. It really, you can do either. I prefer the pre-germinated method for me personally. I also want to say a big hello to David and Barb. We got some lovely comments from them. So David, you're very welcome, and Barb, also very welcome. Bree commented on my wave. I think what she meant was how fantastic it is. So thank you, Bree. Happy Friday to you too. And Jenny, thank me for sharing my knowledge. You know what? It's a little bit. I don't mind sharing it. Hopefully this pandemic ends soon, otherwise I'm going to run out of knowledge, and then I'm just going to have to stand here and like sing and dance or something. I don't really know. I'll run out of things to talk about eventually. So, you know, do you guys like my drawing of the Easter Bunny, by the way? Happy Easter weekend. That's pretty rad. Easter Lily, Easter Bunny. If you're not celebrating Easter, have an awesome weekend. If you are celebrating Easter, have an awesome Easter weekend. We also got a couple of messages this week from some teachers. I'm not sure how to pronounce this one because it was on Instagram. Pages, I don't know. We also had Miss Julianne and her 4th graders, Laurie Stainer. You guys, you're so welcome. Great news, our YouTube channel finally has our videos. It's going to be in the bio of our Insta. So when you go to our Insta homepage, look in the bio, the YouTube is linked and the videos are up there. We're always going to keep adding these videos. And please, if there's something you want to know, ask us. If there's a topic you want us to cover, please ask us. If if there's a topic we've covered and you want more information, ask us. We can go back and revisit it. We can do whatever we want, basically. So whatever you guys want, let us know. We're super open to it, and we want that feedback. The YouTube link will also be on our Facebook. So we're gonna get that out to you guys. Feel free to share it, subscribe, like, have fun with it. That's what it's there for. It's basically for you guys. Now we got a question from Bonnie McDougall. Bonnie, hello, thank you. We also got some great feedback from Bonnie. Bonnie had a question, and Bonnie was asking, and it was great. It started a little conversation, and there was a conversation about transplanting peas. And I believe beans and cucumbers were mentioned. They all fit into the same one. So here we've got some peas that have germinated. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if I touched on this last time, but if you guys remember when we spoke about cotyledons, and we're going to do the basic ones again. So we've got a monocot and we've got a dicot. All dicotyledons are taproot. All monocotyledons are fibrous root. Okay? So with that being said, we look at a pea. If you guys can see, that's a dicotyledon. It's a dicot, which means it has a taproot system. Okay? Now a taproot doesn't just have to be that. It can be a whole bunch of them coming off. And that's what happens with a pea. So when Bonnie asked the question, can it be transplanted? From this stage, yes, transplant simply means moving from one pot to another pot, or from one area to another area as it goes. So essentially, what happens, I'm going to open this one up so we can have a look at the root system. I don't recommend you guys do this. I'm honestly just doing this as an excuse to make a mess. I didn't think I would have a chance to make a mess today, so that's why we're doing it. But we're going to open this guy up. Here we go. We're going to look at the root system. So look at those roots. Look at those roots growing. So what ends up happening, if I had left that in the root ball, I could have moved it to another pot. Then I could have put them in the garden. But once they get in the garden, this pea just explodes. So these roots are just going to keep growing as this grows up and gets bigger and bigger. And what you'll remember is the tomato is going to grow, and then the leaves are going to come out. After about 5 to 6 weeks, this taproot system that you can see here underground is about 2.5 foot deep and wide. You go to transplant that, you're gonna damage those roots, probably pretty severely. By the time you lift it, the root ball's gonna crumble, and you're gonna end up with that. That is not good. You'd never wanna do a bare root. So you never wanna see that. When you're transplanting, you want soil around those roots. So that's where it comes from, that they're difficult to transplant. Once you've moved them outside into the garden or into your raised planter, however you're doing it, don't move them again. But moving from a small pot to a bigger pot to another bigger pot, as long as those roots are contained and together, once you put them in, they're going to explode. As long as you can keep them together, transplant as you will. So that's what we do. Good job, I've got some more peas growing. So, I'm going to give some more shout outs here. I got to look down. We had so many, I had to make a list. Emma, there's a shout out for you. Thank you for tuning in, Emma. You're awesome. We also had Jay Connolly, 85. You're welcome, Jay Connolly. Amy said, Colin, you're a natural. Loved how much fun you had making a mess. I'm a natural mess. No, I'm a natural at making a mess. I can be both. I can be both. Chef Nader, you're loving these, we're loving doing them. It's absolutely our pleasure. We're having so much fun. Alana Dunn, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Now we got another question from Fit Chic Fall. And she was asking, she'd been propagating a ZZ plant. Now I've actually got one going at home. It's funny, I wish I'd brought it in, but like I said, it's 1 degree and I didn't want to bring it in. And what Fit Chic had asked was essentially, they've got a ZZ plant, they've cut a stem, they've put it in water, it's been a month, there's no roots. What are we doing wrong? Nothing. A ZZ plant can take up to 9 months for you to see anything. So you're not doing anything wrong whatsoever. If the top of the plant is looking good, leave it. It's getting what it needs. The roots will happen as they need to happen. You're not doing anything wrong. And then we had Windows of Green asked us, and somebody else asked us about this, and actually our very own director and producer asked us about this, Brandy. So Windows of Green is growing some carrots and onions. I know some people who are doing spinach, and they wanted to know what was going on because the leaves go long and skinny. Those are the cotyledons. Those are the cotyledons. You've got to let them be. What's gonna happen is they're gonna get bigger. As that's happening, your root system, and you'll notice that all of them are dicot. So they're dicotyledons, which means your tap roots, okay, are growing. So much like the peas, that's what's happening under the surface, okay? So you don't have to worry about these leaves. Eventually, when those roots are deep enough, they've got what they need, you're gonna see this come up, and then you're gonna get your fuzzy little carrot leaf, okay? You'll get your spinach leaf, because we had some growing at my house. We had the long thin leaf, then the next leaf was that nice, big, fat, deep green spinach leaf. So again, you're not doing anything wrong. Just take your time, patience. These are living, growing things. You know, I showed this can happen in 3 days. Carter Buddy, just so you know, this can take 8 weeks. This can take 8 weeks to happen. So you can't rush it. It's gonna happen naturally, but it will happen. If you're unsure, send us some pictures, ask us some other questions for sure. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Again, we are loving the comments. There are so many comments. If we missed anybody, you have our apologies. We get so many comments. They come in on Instagram, they come in on Facebook, they come on Messenger, some comment on the feed. We're trying to keep up with them, and as you can see, it's still a working greenhouse. As you can hear, you know, we got birds, there's people walking by. We're trying to keep up with everything, so if we missed you, we are so sorry. We thank you for tuning in, watching us. Keep an eye out for the YouTube link, and I hope you guys are all handling the pandemic well. I hope you guys are handling the isolation and the social distancing. I know it's tough on some people. I know it can be hard to get through, but you guys are all doing awesome. Hang in there, we'll get through it. Hopefully sooner than later. Like I said, I do not want to run out of material. If you think my art is bad, wait till you see me singing and dancing, okay? Let's hope we never get to that point, especially the singing. The dancing, I can do some Hawaiian shirt dancing. Anybody can do that. Singing, I'm not even gonna pretend. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Be safe, stay warm, stay safe, look out for each other. We'll get through this together. We'll see you guys next week. We got a whole new week of shows for you guys. Bye, everyone.